Content Part 1. Shri Vasudev then pleaded, weeping, not to kill Shri Devaki Mata. He pleaded that as only the 8th child of Shri Devaki Mata was going to kill him, he would hand over all the children to him as soon as they were born. Such arguments pacified Kansa and he left Shri Devaki Mata without hurting her. Shri Devaki Mata delivered a son. He grew up under the name of Kirtiman, and one day sage Shri Narada visited Kansa and told him that he, Kansa, was the incarnation of an asura named Kalanemi, and the son who would be born to Shri Devaki Mata to kill him was Shri Narayana, Shri Vishnu. Kansa, blind with fury, killed Kirtiman by striking him on the earth and imprisoned both Shri Devaki Mata and Shri Vasudev. Pralamba, Kanura, Tarnavarta, Mustika, Arastaka, Kesi, Denuka, Aga, Vivada and Putana were born in the Asura family as servants of Kansa. He sent them to different sides of the country to torment the Yadavas. Many Yadavas left the place. Even Kansa's father Shri Ugrasena, a great devotee of Shri Vishnu, was not spared. In the meantime, Shri Devaki Mata delivered 6 sons, including Kirtiman, and all of them were killed by Kansa by smashing their heads against the ground below. The 7th fetus of Shri Devaki Mata was not delivered. Instructed by Shri Mahavishnu, Shri Mayadevi invoked the 7th fetus of Shri Devaki Mata and transferred it to the womb of Shri Rohini Mata, another wife of Shri Vasudev. The child, thus, born to Shri Rohini Mata was Sankarshana or Balbhadrama, Balarama, elder brother of Shri Krishna. Shri Mahavishnu then entered the womb of Shri Devaki Mata, instructing Shri Mayadevi to enter that of Shri Yashoda Mata, wife of Shri Nandgopa of Ambadi, at the same time. Shri Krishna was, then, born in the figure of Shri Vishnu. The watchman was sleeping. Following directions from the newborn child, Shri Vasudev took the child to Gokula and left the child there, brought back the child of Shri Yashoda Mata and placed it near Shri Devaki Mata. When the watchman awoke and came to know about the delivery of Shri Devaki Mata, immediately, they ran to Kansa to tell him. Boiling with rage, Kansa rushed to the side of Shri Devaki Mata and took the child by the legs and raised it, smashing it against the ground. The child, to the frightened dismay of Kansa, slipping from his hand and rising up in the air, said, "You idiot, ill-mannered wicked Kansa, do not waste your valor on women. Your killer has already been born on earth. Do search for him quickly." Kansa went pale with fright on hearing this, and went away to his palace. The thought that his killer was born somewhere made him restless. He let off Shri Vasudev and Shri Devaki Mata, finding them innocent. Then, he sat sadly pondering over the future. The courtiers, then, advised him to kill all the children who had been born within the past 10 days, and that would include the killer also. Kansa, accordingly, sent to different parts of the country his secret agents to kill all children 10 days old. During this campaign, Putana, Sakata, Tarnavarta, Arastaka and Keshi also tried to kill Shri Krishna, but Shri Krishna killed them all easily. Arastaka was one of the prominent asuras sent to kill Shri Krishna. He attacked Shri Krishna in the form of an ox. Shri Krishna killed it without any difficulty. Shri Narada, who saw this incident, informed Kansa about it, adding that Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama were the sons of Shri Vasudev only, and the child who slipped out of his hands was the child of Shri Yashoda Mata, foster mother of Shri Krishna. Once Drona, one of the Shri Ashtavasas, and his wife Shri Dhara Mata, caused displeasure to Shri Brahma. In his anger, Shri Brahma cursed them to be born in the world, earth, as human beings and to spend a lifetime on earth, tending cattle. Drona became sad and with tears in his eyes, prayed to Shri Brahma that during his life on earth he should be blessed with Shri Vishnu's darshana. Shri Brahma granted that prayer. It was in fulfillment of this prayer that Shri Drona was born as Shri Nandgopa, foster father, and Shri Dhara Mata as Shri Yashoda Mata in Ambadi. Kansa had married the 2 daughters of Jarasandha, named Asti and Prapti. Kansa was a fierce bowman. All the kings hated him. Kansa kept under him 10 millions of fighting men. He had 800,000 charioteers and an equal number of elephants. His army contained 3,200,000 horses. Kansa got furious and he again imprisoned Shri Vasudeva and Shri Devaki Mata and brought to Mathura Shri Krishna and Shri Balbhadrama and started thinking of ways and means to kill them. Kansa arranged to conduct a grand celebration of Ayudha Puja, worship of the weapons, and invited Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama for the same among many other Gopas, cowherd boys, from Ambadi. He sent his chariot with Shri Akrura, uncle of Shri Krishna. Akrura was married to Shri Ugraseni Devi, the daughter of Shri Ugrasena, to fetch Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama from Ambadi. Shri Akrura privately informed Shri Krishna of the bad intentions of Kansa. Nandgopa and many others from Ambadi started for Mathura. When Shri Krishna and Shri Balbhadrama started their journey in the chariot, the Gopas and Gopikas, cowherd girls, assembled there and cried loudly. Some blamed Shri Akrura. Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama reached Mathura. There they slew a huge wild elephant and the 5 asuras, Kanura, Mustika, Kuta, Sala and Koshala, whom Kansa had kept ready to kill Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama. Sitting on a platform watching this, Kansa became frightened and restless and roared with rage. Thus, the sons of Nandgopa should be instantly sent away from this palace. All their wealth and all that of the Gopas should be confiscated. Bind with ropes the rogue Nandgopa, and kill the wicked Vasudev. Throw my father, Ugrasena, into the river Kalindi, bound hand and foot. Even a father should be killed if he was a relative of one's enemy. Shri Krishna and Shri Balarama boiled with rage when they heard the orders of Kansa, and Shri Krishna, jumping onto the platform, pushed Kansa down and jumping down along with him, killed him. 10th Skanda, Srimad Bhagavatam.